It's Beatrice with Brand Excitement, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Bea Knows Best. Today we have a question coming in from Jill, who is working full-time and looking for her way out. Take a look and see what she's asking.
Hi, my name's Jane, and I have a question for Bea Knows Best. My question is, how do you launch your brand when you're still working at a full-time job? I read your story, and I heard that you started your business when you were still working a corporate job, and that 6 months later you left your job to be full-time in your business, and that is exactly what I want to do. So any tips, advice would really be appreciated. Please choose my question. Please, please. Thanks.
Jane, thanks for sending in your question to me, girlfriend. I've got to tell you, I don't think anyone has ever pulled me aside to ask me about this. So, yes, what do you do when you know that working for the man or even maybe the woman is not right for you and you want to plan your exit? Let me tell you what I did. I'm a pretty conservative kind of girl. I like to take risks, but here's what I did. Before I made that corporate move, I actually had planned a good 9 to 12 months out to do so. And that doesn't mean that you can't get your business starting and going before then, but here is what you need to do. When I knew that I was going to be starting Brand Excitement, I started putting the wheels in motion to set that up. So I started developing my brand while I was working my corporate job. Now, obviously for me, because I do branding, that was an easy thing for me to do. But what I want you to do, if you don't have the Bankable Branding Toolkit, you can start with that because it's a home study system that takes you through all the steps to build your brand. And here's what I want you to do. I want you to make sure that you build your brand and you're getting clients before you turn in those letters of resignation or the letter of resignation. Because starting your business means you no longer have that reliable every week, every 2 weeks, whatever the case may be, salary that you're used to having. And I started my business with a little bit of savings, but I definitely didn't have a windfall. I didn't have enough money that was going to last me, a year, which is what a lot of those financial gurus tell you to do. I made sure that I started while I was working, and I really had 2 jobs for a while. I'd go and work my corporate job, I'd come home, and in my little extra bedroom, I would work Brand Excitement. And when I got enough clients to pay the bills, as in to make sure all my bills were taken care of, that's when I knew that I was ready to leave that job. And when I left that job, I was able to stay full-time in it until now. But that first year was a really tough year for me because I was only paying my bills. So I was paying my bills, but I was also investing in the business, and so that means I accumulated debt that I've since paid off, and that was a really scary thing. So I would suggest for anyone considering doing the corporate move, especially if being in debt and not having that money flow is an issue for you or going to be a scary thing for you, or particularly if you have kids, because it's me and my husband and my dog, so there was no risk of me having to feed another face. You want to make sure that you build your brand and that you build it ready to soar while you're still getting that reliable salary so that when you launch, the floodgates open. When I launched my business, I had people waiting to come and work with me because I had placed everything strategically so that it could all be set up and ready to go. And then I made sure that I plugged in to the resources that I would need to give me the information about being in business that I didn't have. So Jane, good luck. I hope you do well. Make sure you let me know how things are going. Check in with me. Leave a little comment below. Let me know that you got this answer, and let me know if there's any questions that linger in your mind once you get started. If you want to get your branding questions answered, anything about business, startup, expanding your brand, I would love to answer your questions. You can send a video link to info@brandexcitement.com, or you can send your video, if it's 10 megabytes or less, to info@brandexcitement.com. We'll put you in the Bea Knows Best section. I want to hear your comments. Put it below. Did you hop out of a corporate job into entrepreneurship? Did you do that and have to go back to corporate jobs because you didn't have a brand that was supporting what you wanted to do? I would love to hear from you. Connect with us on Facebook and Twitter, and we will see you for the next episode of Bea Knows Best. Bye, guys.